Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting for Tuesday, April 3rd. My name is Todd Wilchin. I am the chair of the county board this year. Joining us, my fellow commissioners, Deb Shore on my left, Commissioners Roma Amundsen, and Vice Chair Jennifer Brinkman on my right. Joining us this morning from the County Attorney's Office is Jen Holloway. We also have from the County Clerk's Office, the County Clerk Dan Nolte, Kelly Lundgren. From the County Board Office, we have the Chief Administrative Officer, Carrie Egan, and the Deputy Chief Administrative Officer, Ann Ames. Now, if you please stand and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Mr. Clerk, would you please start the agenda?
A copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is located on the wall at the rear of the hearing room. Additionally, a copy of all written material to be discussed at today's open meeting is available from the county clerk's staff at the front of the hearing room. The material can also be viewed on the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. Agenda item 1 are minutes. Approve the minutes of the Board of Commissioners meeting held on Tuesday, March 27th, 2018.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the minutes from the last Board of Commissioners meeting. Any discussion or correction? Please call the roll.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Abstain.
Motion carries 3 yes, 1 abstention. Number 2 are claims. Approval of all claims processed through April 3rd, 2018.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve all claims processed through today. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Number 3 is a special presentation. Introduction of Bruce Prenda, Chief Deputy Lancaster County Attorney, and Christopher Turner, Chief Deputy Lancaster County Attorney, Juvenile Division.
Come on up, guys.
Good morning, members of the board. I'm Pat Condon, the county attorney, and I wanted to take a moment to introduce my chief deputy, Bruce Prenda. Bruce was with Joe, was chief of our juvenile division, so a little bit of a new hat, but he's kind of familiar with some of the duties. And then Chris Turner. Chris was in our sexual assault docket, and I moved him to our chief of our juvenile division. Chris also did some time in the juvenile division when he was coming up through the office. So I wanted to take a moment to introduce them to the board. I think they will do an outstanding job. And again, I would like to, I thank the board for appointing me. As I told people, this puts me several months ahead of where I would be if I had to wait till the election, since I am unopposed. So that's why I did this. I think if I had an opposition, I wouldn't have done this, but being able to, having the board appoint me and not having an opposition, I was able to get this done. And this is an important role to get our office going and keep it going in the direction that we've gone. So I'll see if Bruce or Chris would like to say anything.
Good morning.
Good morning, Bruce. Congratulations.
Thank you. And I'd like to thank Pat for giving me the opportunity to serve as the chief deputy. Hopefully we'll continue doing the work that we've been doing on the juvenile side, and some of the same issues are present on the adult side. So we'll do our best to keep doing the work we're doing. So.
And Bruce, just for the public's awareness, tell us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been with the office and where you got your law degree from.
I am from Massachusetts. Originally came to Nebraska to go to Creighton Law School, and been in Nebraska since '88, and came to Lincoln in the mid-'90s and started at the legislature, and then came over to the county attorney's office. Been there for 21 years, and did all the different dockets in the county attorney's office, including the juvenile division as the chief deputy, and then moving out of the chief deputy.
Are there any questions for Bruce?
Well, we saw
Oh.
you frequently with all the juvenile issues. We'll probably see you more frequently now, particularly at budget times. It seems that that's one of the things that falls to the chief deputy, that they
Right.
get to work with us on the
Right.
dollars and cents.
And we've already started doing that.
Commissioner Amundson has a
Yeah,
question.
I just was going to say that I've really enjoyed working with you on the juvenile side, and I anticipate that you're going to do great things as the deputy.
Well,
And
thank
so, by this time, you're probably a Cornhusker too, I would think.
Yeah, but I haven't lost my allegiance to the Boston teams, Patriots included, so, yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Bruce. Christopher, well, good morning. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Good morning. I also just want to thank Pat for giving me the opportunity and appointing me as the Chief Deputy of the Juvenile Division. Very excited for that new role. I'll tell you a little bit about my background. I'm originally from Lincoln, so born and raised here. Northeast High School graduate, stayed here for my undergraduate, where I got a degree from UNL in criminal justice. Went to University of Nebraska College of Law, and then did my clerkships at the Attorney General's office, and then in Lancaster County Attorney's office, and was hired right out of law school as a deputy county attorney here. So I've been here about 9 years as a prosecutor, and done a lot of the different roles within our office. And that's included about 2.5 years in the juvenile division, and the last 2 years specifically prosecuting sexual assault crimes, including against children. I do all the internet crimes against children, so I've had a lot of work in that area and excited for this new role.
Excellent. Any questions for Christopher?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Number 4 is new business. 4A is setting the annual salary for Bruce Prenda, Chief Deputy Lancaster County Attorney, at $149,959 effective March 29th, 2018.
Move approval?
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second to set the annual salary for Bruce Prenda. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. 4B is setting the annual salary for Christopher Turner, Chief Deputy Lancaster County Attorney, Juvenile Division, at $138,121 effective March 29th, 2018.
Move approval?
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second to set the annual salary for Christopher Turner. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. C is a special designated license application from Ken's Liquor, Inc. for a wedding reception on June 16, 2018 at Roca Ridge Event Center, 5265 Prairie Stage Drive, Roca, Nebraska.
Move approval?
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the SDL from Ken's Liquor. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. D is a special designated license application from Ken's Liquor, Inc. for a wedding reception on July 7th, 2018 at Roca Ridge Event Center, 5265 Prairie Stage Drive, Roca, Nebraska.
Move approval?
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the second SDL application from Ken's Liquor. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. 4E is being withdrawn by request from the Human Services Department. F is a default investment change directive to Prudential Retirement to change the default investment fund for the 401A Lancaster County, Nebraska Employees Retirement Plan and the Lancaster County, Nebraska 457B Deferred Compensation Plan to Goalmaker Moderate.
I'm Gary Egan, Chief Administrative Officer. This is the recommendation from the Pension Review Committee to try to get a little more earnings from the default investment for those employees who do not make an investment choice when they join either our pension plan or the 457 deferred compensation plan. Previously, the default option was the Goalmaker conservative plan, so this hopefully over the course of their careers will result in additional savings for these employees. It's fortunately, we don't have a large number of people who have not selected their investment option, so it affects a small number of employees.
Move approval?
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the default investment change directive to potential retirement. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. G is a recommendation from the Purchasing Department and Human Services to award contracts for pharmacy services for general assistance clients to Genoa Healthcare, Hy-Vee, and Coles Pharmacy and Home Care. The total estimated combined cost of the county for all contracts is $300,000.
Good morning, Mr. Wallow.
Morning, Bob Walla, purchasing agent. I was just here to answer any questions you might have about this. It was awarded to all three companies that submitted an RFP, so it's,
Commissioner Shore.
I guess previously we had used one. Is this just intended to be more convenient for our clients to have various locations, or is it more price competitive?
the price is the same because they use the Medicaid rate for reimbursement, but it is having all of those extra locations, especially with the Hy-Vees included, so that clients don't have to drive as far.
Well, and I know that Sarah Hoyle, the Director of Human Services, would be here, but she had a meeting this morning with the mayor, and so she was not going to be able to be here. But yeah, this is a contract that she's been working on with her department through GA, through the different RFP process. Again, it goes back to allowing greater access, and that there is no price difference between them. And they're
Correct.
all part of the
340B.
340B program. Yeah.
Mhm. And they all have the same price for that as well, which is what Sarah asked for.
Commissioner Brinkman?
I noted in the response from Genoa that they were unable to certify that they would comply with the HIPAA requirements because they didn't see a copy of it at the time they submitted, so I assume that they will have to do so as part of the contract.
Correct, right? Yes.
Okay.
It was part of, yeah, as being part of the RFP, they agreed to that, but if, we'll work with them to make sure that all gets done.
Great, thank you.
Move approval.
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the recommendations from the purchasing department for the pharmacy services for general assistance clients. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes,
Shore,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. H is a contract with Gray Bar Electric Company using the City of Kansas City, Missouri, U.S. Communities Master Contract to provide electrical lighting, data, communications, and security products and related products, services, and solutions. Term of the contract is 1 year from the date of execution. Pricing will be pursuant to the Kansas City, Missouri, U.S. Communities Master Contract. The cost of county is not to exceed $15,000.
move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the contract with Gray Bar Electric Company. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes,
Amundson,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. 4I is a political subdivision tort claim filed against Lancaster County by William and Jean Donnelly in the amount of $347,131.71 for medical bills, lost wages, pain and suffering, and other damages.
I move we deny this tort claim.
second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to deny the political subdivision tort claim. Any discussion? Just want to point out that this is based on the recommendation of the county attorney. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Brinkman,
Yes,
Amundson,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Next is number 5, consent items, amendments to the following contracts. C-15-1886 with Safety Clean Systems, Inc. for the annual requirements of parts, washer services, and recycling solvent. The amendment renews the contract for an additional 1-year term beginning April 14th, 2018 through April 13th, 2019. The cost of county is not to exceed $1,500. C-17-295 with Platte Valley Equipment for the annual rental services for 4 two-wheel drive tractors. The amendment renews the contract for an additional 1-year term beginning April 25th, 2018 through April 24th, 2019. The cost of county is not to exceed $26,000.
move approval of the consent items.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the consent items. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes,
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Number 6 is public comment. Those wishing to speak on items relating to county business not on the agenda may do so at this time.
Anyone in the audience wishing to speak on an item not on the agenda? Okay, seeing none, Mr. Clerk, please continue with the announcements.
The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold a staff meeting on Thursday, April 5th, 2018 at 8:30 a.m. in the Bill Luxford Studio at the County City Building. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold its next regular meeting on Tuesday, April 10th, 2018 at 9 a.m. in room 112 of the County City Building with the Board of Equalization immediately following. County Commissioners can be reached at 402-441-7447 or commission@lancaster.ne.gov. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting is broadcast live on Link TV City. For the rebroadcast schedule, visit lincoln.ne.gov. Meetings are also streamed live on Link TV and can be viewed on YouTube.
I move we adjourn.
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second to adjourn. Please call the roll.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0.
Okay, that concludes the county board meeting. Have a good week.